Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Doodle Robot, and today I'm going to bring something to everybody's attention that I think you might need to know in case, depending on what flip through you watch. I believe, and I have marked it here, I believe there are two different books out of this, Coloring with Your Octopus by Brian Kessinger. Um, so I've heard the covers are slightly different. I don't know because I don't know what the other cover looks like. But my friend Sherry said that she was missing 6 pages in her book, and so she got another book that had the 6 pages or something. But I think that the problem lies in this. I noticed, because after she said that, I'm like, whoa, I gotta look to see if my book is missing 6 pages. So I opened up Coloring Queen's flip through from 3 years ago, and she probably has a slightly older version because this says that it was published. Can I get it up there close enough for you? Maybe. Where's the publishing information? There we go. In 2014 and then again in 2020. And I noticed that her book only had a couple, like there's all these books here, only had a couple of books over here. So I think that is where the problem lies. So I thought I would do a flip with you and show you as best I can. I'll have to move the book back and forth a little bit here. Title page is the same. And the first 2 pages are the same. We've got the puppies in the cage, and then the octopus is free here in the, I'm assuming that's like the pet shop or something. And then over here, she's playing with her little new octopus. She's got all the toys over here, and of course the octopus is playing in a box, like kids and cats and dogs and every pet I've ever had. And then we see I was totally freaked out at this point. I'm like, mine's missing pages. We've got, I think the new book has, they're doing science, the octopus has to go to school. But in the old book, I believe that there's a picture with the octopus playing with like water buckets or paint buckets. I'm not really sure what it is. It's hard to tell, but there's a bunch of buckets all around. This picture's still the same. The octopus doesn't want to take a bath. Big surprise. These are the same. They're playing hide and seek. I don't know what this game is. Training, looks like training, more schooling. And then we're back to here. This is one that's different in the new version. This is what do they call that? Jousting? I think that might be called jousting. In the old book, I think the one that Coloring Queen has versus Pixie's channel, there's some sort of cooking. I know there's like a little rolling pin down here. So they're kind of cooking. I don't know. It's hard to see on my computer. So this one is the same. They're sitting around having a little tea party of some kind. Looks like a child tea party. This one is the same in both books. Looks like he had a little inky accident there. This one is different. This is, in the newer version, I think this is, I don't know, a magic show of some kind. He's sawing her in half. In the old book, there's an office here, some sort of office scene. And then we're back to the same. She's in the tub. I mean, you can take it really fast. You can get everything done really fast when you have 8 tentacles. And he's helping her dress, or she. Maybe it's a she octopus, I don't know. And then her octopus is sewing a new garment for her. This one's a little risque. I thought she was dabbing here, but she's got no clothes on, so she's probably covering, her bits there. And I don't know, this is all about hobbies. I think we're in the hobby section. She's obviously doing photography, gardening. Of course, the octopus is doing all the work, and she's just reading. Bike riding, always a good hobby to have. They're at the carousel here. And I don't know, this looks like pole dancing. All the same, we're coming up to one that's changed in a minute. Good hobby, cricket. I think it's cricket. Is that what it's called? Cricket? Maybe. I could be wrong on that. Croquet. It's croquet. So close. So close. That's croquet. We used to have one of those in my backyard when I was a little kid. Cricket is more like basketball, like baseball. Baseball. Oh my gosh, I should not talk about sports ever. Sorry. I don't know. Boating on the lake, being serenaded and served tea. Wow, I want one of those. All right, and we're back to another difference between the books. I don't know, it looks like she's time traveling here. There's dinosaurs. Baby dinosaur, big dinosaur. Octopus looks a little concerned. In the other book, there's the octopus's painting. It's like a little tiny one, and he's got a canvas in front of him. And then we're same again here. They're night clubbing, I guess. And reading and writing at the same time. I can only assume this is her dog walking business. That's the way to do it, man. And ice skating, another hobby. This concerns me greatly as her foot is totally in the wrong direction. But she's taking up ballet. We've got what looks like a Halloween kind of thing. They're carving pumpkins. There's bats. Riding on her broomstick. The octopus is hanging on for dear life. The cat's having a ball. We've got baking of bread. Making a scarecrow. So this is a different one too. In the other book, I'm assuming the older version, there's, I think, 2 other fine ladies in, kind of their Victorian outfits having a tea party. It looks like a tea party. It's tea time. And the rest of the book is the same. So we've got, these were all her unsuitable suitors. She can't drive 55. We've got homicidal octopus with his teddy bear. I can't decide here if they're digging up the treasure or burying the treasure, but something like that. And then we're off on vacation. We've got scuba diving, which is very interesting. They are visiting, looks like the Sahara, camel. And still in that same region of the world, she's playing the flute, and instead of snakes, it's an octopus coming out of the baskets. She's getting hennaed, probably in India. They've obviously gone to Japan here because this is a samurai, I think. And then perhaps they're in China with the Chinese New Year, maybe. Visiting the Highlands with the saxophone player. I can only assume this is Venice. Isn't that where, what do they call it? Carnival, maybe? I'm not sure. Where they wear all the masks, so I'm assuming that's Venice. And we must be in the Swiss Alps here. It looks like some scene out of Heidi. And here I can only assume they're in the American Southwest. That looks like Arizona or Texas, something like that. And now we're back from our big adventures. Looking at all the pictures and filing it away. I need a filer like that. And at the end of the day, they're exhausted and sleeping. And then it is over. So those are the differences, I believe, between probably the older printing edition and the newer printing edition. I'm suspecting that the illustrator, Brian, decided to swap in some new, better pictures, maybe what he thought were new, better pictures, probably. So, in case you were wondering, you may have either book. I don't think it matters. They're both fabulous. So, that's it. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate your time. I hope you have a wonderful day. Live long and prosper. Bye-bye.